nuts about donuts. Yes, I am going nuts about these donuts and they have become my favorite. Yes, these are your keto eggless donuts and you're just going to love it because they are very simple to prepare and equally delicious. You're just going to be engulfed in the flavor of it. Hello and welcome to Magic in My Food. This is Jyoti Dalmia. So let's begin the delicious keto, yes, it's eggless donuts. I'm going to prepare the keto eggless donuts in two ways. So first we are going to prepare the dough of it. Yes, we are going to prepare the eggless dough. So for this I am taking a small bowl. I am adding cream into it. I have taken the normal cream, not the whipped cream or the double cream as you say. And to that I am going to add Greek yogurt, that is the hung curd. You can add vegan curd even to it. And to that I am adding a bit of sugar-free stevia. You can use any sugar-free which you use, you can use that. I am going to add some vanilla essence goes into it. And give a magic mix. Yes, mix it up. Add some vanilla essence to it and give it a magic mix. Mix it up thoroughly so that it becomes a homogeneous mixture. See, perfectly mixed up, creamy, thick mixture is ready. And now I am going to prepare the dry ingredient bowl. This is my wet ingredient small bowl you can see. So here I have taken a bowl and to that I am adding the almond flour. This is your homemade almond flour. Simply I have taken the almonds and I have pulsed it in my mixer jar. You can pulse it in your food processor even. And to that I am adding xanthan gum. Yes. So if you are frying you have to use xanthan gum. Here goes the baking powder. Xanthan gum really works well with this donut. It helps in binding also. Some baking soda goes into it. And I am going to add a pinch of salt. Yes, salt enhances the sweetness of any dessert. So I am going to just give it a magic mix. Give a thorough magic mix so that all that xanthan gum, the baking powder, the baking soda and the salt mixes up properly, especially the xanthan gum. The almond flour should properly get coated with the xanthan gum. And many of you ask me, xanthan gum has lots of carb, but we are using a very little quantity, so it doesn't matter. Here I am dropping the wet ingredient into it. Yes, it's quite thick. With the help of the spoons, scrape out the mixture. And I am going to give it a magic mix. I am going to need a soft dough out of it. So just mix it up and prepare a soft dough out of it. No extra water will be required. You have to give a good knead. Why? Because xanthan gum needs a good kneading so that it works. Just scrape off your fingers, otherwise it will be very difficult to knead. I am using the knife. Basically it's much easier to clean with a knife. Your hand gets properly cleaned up, but be careful, don't slice your fingers or your skin. I always use the opposite side of the knife, that is the one which is the blunt side, instead the one which is sharpened. Just clean the knife and I am going to again in fact I'm going to mix it up and it will form a soft dough. See, it has started forming a dough. My dough is almost done and I'm going to cover and keep for 10 minutes so that it becomes moist. After 10 minutes I'm going to remove the cover and then I'm going to give again a soft knead. Before that I'm just greasing my palm and just try to soften over, just try to smoothen the dough. Give a soft knead. So this is my dough for the donuts. The donuts comes from the word dough only, donuts. You can actually, people go nuts about donuts and I also love donuts, especially the filled ones. But here I am making the normal donuts and my dough is done. I am going to divide the dough into 2 portions. It's much easier to work, and now I am going to roll it out. I have taken the parchment sheet, grease the parchment sheet with oil. Both the parchment sheet should be greased with oil, and I am placing the dough over the parchment sheet and I am greasing some oil or dabbing some oil over the dough even and flattening it out. I realized one thing after frying the donuts, that I should have rolled out a bit thick. Mine is quite thin, so if you are rolling it out, try to roll out more thick. So I am removing the extra, and with that extra I am going to make more. See, I have taken a small cap so that I can cut small roundels in the middle to give that authentic donut shape. Yes, it's so easy. You need a bigger circle and a smaller circle. You can use anything, whatever you have or is convenient for you. So this is done, it's ready for frying, and similarly I am going to roll out some more. So here I have used oil for frying and it is heated till the medium heat, and see, it is being cooked up. It has risen a bit, but if it would have risen a bit more, or if, in fact it would looked or given the shape of the authentic donuts if it would have been a bit more thick. But I found this much better because you may feel the uncooked dough, so it's better if you roll it thin only. See, it's done. I'm just taking it out, perfectly cooked. And similarly I'm going to cook all my, or in fact I'm going to fry all my donuts. They look so nice. I know they have not fluffed up the way all the donuts do, but doesn't matter. I am happy with this type of donut even, or semi-flattened donuts. Similarly, I am going to fry all of them, and my fried donuts are done. Doesn't they look beautiful? So now for the second method, that is the baking, I forgot to shoot the video. I just rolled the remaining portion into 2 balls, flattened it a bit and made a hole in between with my finger, and I've put in this in the air fryer for baking at 190 degrees Celsius for 10 to 12 minutes, and it's done. Beautiful. See, it's beautifully cooked. I'm just taking it out. See, it has taken a lovely color. They look so good even. They are perfectly baked. In the air fryer, the things get cooked up easy. Very fast, I saw that. Small amounts, it's a very good way to use the air fryer. And now for the glazing. Yes, I am going to give a chocolate glazing. So here I have taken dark chocolate, adding some oil into it, that is your coconut oil I have added to it, and I am going to microwave it for 30 seconds. See, and I have just mixed it up and it has formed a beautiful consistency. And this is my pistachios, grated pistachios, which I am going to sprinkle. So here I am picking the donuts, rolling it over the chocolate ganache, you can say. I am rolling it over the melted chocolate and putting it over the parchment sheet. Similarly, I am going to glaze all the donuts and place it over the parchment sheet. I am glazing only the top portion, not from the down portion. See. Just roll it over the chocolate, melted chocolate, to give a beautiful coating to it. If some portion it hasn't got the coating, the hand would do the work, that is my finger would do it. I am a bit clumsy, you can say. Not a thorough professional, but it's worth it. And now I am going to sprinkle the pistachios. Yes. Just sprinkle the pistachios, you can sprinkle all over, but I wanted to add some beauty, so some beauty elements, so I am sprinkling over at one corner of the donuts. Doesn't they look beautiful? Similarly, I am going to glaze the baked one even. See, doesn't they look beautiful? So if you have liked it and enjoyed it, just go and make these donuts. You want a fried one or the non-fried one, whichever way you want, you can make and enjoy these lovely keto eggless donuts. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and post comments and queries. I would love to answer it. Thank you.